This story is interesting. The caption reads, "To my ex who lured me out of a great marriage and then got me and then cheated on me, F you." I want you to really pay attention to what this woman here is claiming. She's claiming that she was lured out of a great marriage. And the man who she was lured by ended up cheating on her. To me, reading this, I said, wow, the gymnastics here for you to somehow excuse what sounds like you cheated on your husband is actually kind of impressive. Like, how did you even figure this out? How did you figure out how to structure this in a way that if somebody wasn't really paying attention, they might actually believe you? Let's see if people actually believed it in the comment section. Top comment here says, who just came from the dude's video? Here's somebody else who says, I'm so glad that this happened to you. Somebody else who says, he didn't cheat, sweetie. He just got lured out. Yo, that's hilarious. Somebody else here added, I cheated on my husband. So this person's quoting her. I cheated on my husband and then got cheated on by the one I cheated on my husband with. Fixed it for you. Somebody else who says, hate from Nigeria. And here's her. She got so much hate, right, that she decides to come on screen and actually tell the story and thinks that this would actually make the situation a lot more understandable. Check it out.
So I think I need to respond to this post, and thank you, Riley, for bringing up. I need a story time because I think it needs a story because I'm sick of explaining it. So I got pregnant when I was 19 years old. Okay?
Sure.
And my mom was like, "You're getting married." Actually, yeah. No, I gave birth when I was 19, so I was like 18-ish when I was pregnant. So my mom like forced it upon me. She was like, "You're not going to be one of
an adult
of those mothers who are not married, and you're on your own on welfare," because she worked for the welfare department. So she was like, my daughter's not going to be one of them. I deal with that on the daily, and you are going to get married. Now, we loved each other. Yes, we were madly in love. We were high school sweethearts. Yeah. So we were just pregnant. We moved in. My mom's like, you're getting married. So we got married. I was 5 months pregnant when I walked down the aisle. Everyone, it was the talk of the town. When a big family, oh my God, she's pregnant. Oh my God. That's why my mom's like, you're getting married. She's not going to be made fun of because her daughter had a baby out of wedlock. And I was just like, okay, whatever. I went with it. I went with it. I was 19. What else was I going to do? And I loved him, like, madly. We were crazy in love with each other. That's why it was a good marriage. We were best friends. So when we got married, he became a bricklayer, okay? So it was a great job in Detroit, and for a long time, I mean, he was building all the buildings downtown, everything like that. We bought a house. We were the only people out of our friends who had a house. Everybody came to our house. It was the party house. We really had a good time. It was a great marriage. It was a great, happy family. Then he started getting laid off all the time because the economy just wasn't what it was. Like, shortly after we got married, I mean, it was like every winter he would get laid off. Every winter, because you can't lay bricks. You can't lay concrete. It's got to be a certain temperature. You know what I mean? So we struggled. We lived paycheck to paycheck every day of our lives. There were always single men all around. All the time there were single men. Every time there was guys that lived across the street. They always flirted. There was always alcohol involved. Everybody was always drinking. Like I said, our house was the party house. So I never did anything, but then there were times like, and I just don't even know. Like, I just don't, that's a whole nother video.
Did she just clarify that there were a bunch of opportunities for her to cheat on other men who she noticed she could have cheated with, and she somehow wants a pat on the back for not cheating? She really tried to start this whole thing out like she was forced into a marriage. Then she says it was great and I was madly in love with him. We are witnessing an unhinged chick here, guys. Yep.
Cut that out, and that'll be another video. I didn't know what it meant to take vows, you guys. I was 19, and I probably was ready to pass out from lack of oxygen because I was standing in a church full of everybody there for me and 5 months pregnant, which I hated my pregnancy. I was miserable. I was not the girl who dreamt of getting married and walking down the aisle. No, I want to run the beach and be free and lay in the sun. That's it. No, I don't want to do anything like family. I don't know. I didn't want to do that. I mean, it wasn't my dream. I did it. And I played face for a long time. So he's always laid off. I have to, like, I'm not educated, so I got to go get educated, right?
Did you get educated?
I always waitress at night. So my husband at the time would go to work bricklaying during the day. Well, that's how it was during the day in the beginning. And then I would go at night when he got home, would cook dinner and everything. As soon as he would come home, we would switch. and he would stay there with the baby at night, and I would go waitress, and then I'd come home. That went on for a while. Then, like I said, he started getting laid off, so then somebody had to go to work. So time for Mama to step up to the plate. So I did. I was like, yeah, bitch, I'm ready. I'm ready to get out of this house. But then I was going to school. I was working at a hospital, working at the hospital, clinical hours at the hospital, and bartending at the same time. And he was just staying home, which is fine. We were a team, but I started losing respect. He started, we just really, hey, the dog always wants to drink my coffee. Vinny.
I am disrespected by the fact that she's claiming, which I don't think is true. I don't really believe that there's coffee in that cup. Put that coffee down. Put that cup down. I'm disrespected that she brought up the coffee right now, right? Let's keep in mind that she's talking about losing respect for her husband, all because he hit a financial difficulty within their marriage, right? A phase of him struggling financially. Disgusting.
He's my new man now. That's what I don't have a man. Okay. I live with no man. This is my man.
We believe you.
They rule my world. We just broke apart. It was getting bad, and I had resentment, and there was this guy at my new job who would not stop flirting with me, and he was tall, dark, and handsome, and he said all the right things, and it was the new job I was getting into, and he was like the best at that job, and I just watched him and learned from him every day, and I just was enamored by him, and he never left me alone every day. He just was a talker. My phone was blowing up. He never stopped. It was irresistible. It became irresistible. I was pushing him off of me. But then we went out, all of us, as a group, and we drank. And when alcohol's involved, it's not good. That's why I don't drink anymore. Literally the beginning of the end. I think weeks later, my ex-husband found his receipt in my vehicle, and
she skipped the part where she let him clap the cheeks senselessly.
Who he was, and I think that also he may have started to go into Verizon and start looking at the hundreds and hundreds of text messages that were going on each day between me and the dude.
Hundreds?
He forgives me. What? Forgive me. So in that time, I literally, like I said, it was the beginning of the end, and I broke down, and it was a very quick downward spiral. I'm lucky that I made it out, never losing my job or, also graduating and just getting through all of the stuff that I got through, because I was in utter turmoil the entire time.
Oh, poor you. Poor you. Oh my goodness. However did you do it? How's your ex-husband doing, ma'am? We don't care about you. Not over here. Not on the coffee pot.
I got divorced, and then I moved in with the dude. My son didn't want to live with him. I mean, it was just a whole horrible thing. My son just dropped out of school. It was just, everything went bad when I got divorced, and I should never have. And I was just delusional the whole time. I was completely delusional. I drank so much alcohol. I could not make decisions properly. My family would not interact with me anymore because I was making such wrong decisions. Nobody liked the guy that I was dating. So I had no support.
What a
they
surprise.
were like just shocked that I left my ex. It's good times, Good times. Good times. No, it was the worst of times, and I don't know how I made it out. It was the grace of God that I made it all out alive.
No, she meant that. She said it was good times, good effing times. She doesn't regret every experience she had with that man. He blew that back out. You can tell, man, this chick, she's craziness.
And now I'm way on the other side, and it's crazy because the boyfriend, the guy that I left my husband for, he still literally tries. I literally still had to just block him because he still tries to come into my life, and he lives with a girl. So this is how I know that that's why I can make this video, okay, and say one thing about me is that I know that I'm never like you. Okay, that's what the video is. Why is everyone flipping out over the video? I went into the comments and they hide these comments, and I approved all of these because I want them to be seen. I want all these comments to be seen. I take accountability. If you look in my follow me or anything, I have a series called Hard Life Lessons Learned, and that's one of them. The grass is not greener on the other side. I've lived and learned. I have learned. Okay, people. I'm not a narcissist. I live alone, and mostly because I decide to, and I am an isolator. I don't like to be around others, but I don't like to date. I don't know. I am alone. So that's what I get, and it is lonely and sad. But what hurt the most out of all of that was my son. And that's why I would have stayed, okay? Because mothers should, you should give of yourself for your children. And I was only thinking of myself. I was very selfish and drunk and stupid. But now I'm on the other side. Now I'm getting emotional, but there you go, Riley. That's the story.
Wow. Yeah, and you know what? Something tells me the dude probably still has access. Yeah. Hopefully the guy is like moved on. That might have been a good thing for him. Now that we get to the end of the video, what do you guys think? Comment down below. Check out a few of these comments. This top comment says accountability is not found in this video. Somebody else just says, so that's not called being lured. It's just cheating on your spouse. Hope this helps. Here's somebody else who says there ain't a thought behind those crazy eyes. Here's somebody else who says the ex-husband and kid is who I feel bad for. Here's somebody else who added, I think people are flipping out because phrasing infidelity as being lured shows a severe lack of accountability and awareness. Somebody responded back and says, correct, she didn't word it right. People work through infidelity. But this is a different level. This is you running off with a man who everyone hated, who was blowing your mind because he was blowing your back. And you end up having to realize that you both are perfect for a disaster together. Somebody else who says the lights are on, but here's somebody else who added it was everyone's fault, not me. Just crazy, man. Never fails, huh? It just never fails, does it? The accountability just dodged. But to the bitter end, with the dog alone, is what it is.